A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome once again to HJN Season 5. And so with pretty much all of the big things covered, at least with ones that have a correlation to the advertising contemplations. Yeah. I feel like a better way to word it is that I've done a lot of advertising on HJN, and I feel like I ought to take a break from it. So, with several different topics that have circulated around big major trends of the year 2025, we probably ought to get back on the course with other subjects that I have in mind. So, 2702 will focus on visibility. Visibility is the process in which that your vision and the capabilities are ensued, so that way what you see is what you shall get. For instance, visibility can correlate to one's eyesight, regardless of how good or bad it may be, and it also can relate to the many actions that are made once the use of vision has done its job of giving the person in question its own course of action. Because once something is seen, then a certain other set of actions are set to take place in one's mind and body. And this can be explained something like this. You see a large spider crawling around in the night, and a set of actions could be anything. You could run away if you wanted to. You could fight back if you wanted to. If it's hostile, that is. Or you could study the creature in a close and hopefully safe manner, depending on what it's like. Its temperament could be docile, hostile, anything by any chance. And that's the thing about it. Visibility is a part of chance. Whenever somebody sees something interesting, typically it can relate to something that may be either questionable or flat out dangerous. And sometimes these sort of things can really be stupid. There's plenty of people out there that might look at the ads on television or the internet and have the short-sighted decision to go and respond by purchasing whatever product is being advertised commercially or otherwise. And the thing is that what a person sees, or sometimes what a person hears, typically does gratify them the ability to make a conscientious decision that may not be so conscientious. What I simply mean by that is the fact that there's plenty of times in which that I myself have even been a victim of certain consumerism. Now, while consumerism itself was once a subject that I had talked a bit about on HJN, it still does carry on to many different other things that I could talk about here, including this instance. And I'm pretty sure that those who have had such judgment calls made by visibility, what they see in front of them, the world around them, and whether it could be from the plants or the trees or the animals or the open blue sky with clouds or anything of the sorts, or if you really were hoping to hurt yourself, you could stare into the sun for a long period of time without stopping. Not that anyone would want to do that. It's been known to happen though. If you remember last year when the solar eclipse hit the world, that was quite an event. The first time since 2017. But we have caught wind that within a few years we're expected to see another one. Maybe not within the States, but hopefully we'll get another one at some point. I feel like I have gone off topic a few different times in this one episode alone, but don't worry, because I will have much more to talk about. That's the thing about some subjects. Whenever I talk about a certain something, it does eventually lead off towards different opportunities for me to talk about other things. And while it especially can relate to said subject that I have been known to talk about in every episode of HJN, sometimes it might be a bit off track. But that's what happens. Whenever I talk about something that interests people or piques my own interest, there's always something that I tend to get mentally. This is what, after all, causes me to look into a different direction. based on talking about what other things of the HJN subjects are, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that alone is going to be carrying on for a little while. So I'll just end it right here. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, follow me wherever you can find me, and stay on the Hollywood side for more.